The Park District says they're being politically targeted by Mayor Tiffany Henyard for, among other things, putting a new layer of mulch down on their playgrounds.
Tiffany, I thought you was all about the youths. Okay? It was all about the youths for you. YOOTS. Youths. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get in the comments and let me know what you think about this. And this right here, apparently with all this going on, this stuff going on, the super mayor, okay, Tiffany Henyard, okay, just can't get right. Poor little Tiff just can't get right. She in her feelings, y'all. She is all up in her feels. Her feels are hurt, okay? And what happens when a Tiff's feels get hurt? She lashes out. Okay, that's what a Tiff do. She lashes out. Okay, so she's out here terrorizing on some Nino Brown, which makes sense. It adds up. She's out here on some Nino Brown, honey. She said, if I can't get what I want, if y'all don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to shut all of this down. That's what she said. I ain't say that. That's what she said, okay? And they're going to let us know how she's decided to do this time. It's always something, ain't it? Let's just see. Let's hop on in. Let's see what's going on. Look at this dude and these eyebrows, man. I need them eyebrows. Let me borrow them eyebrows, sir.
Growing in Dalton.
Park District members say they believe they are being targeted by Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Yes.
Dane Placco has the story.
Yes, tell us about it.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier here in Dalton, the Park District says they're being politically targeted by Mayor Tiffany Henyard for, among other things, putting a new layer of mulch down on their playgrounds. So what are you holding there?
I have 4 tickets issued from the village of Dalton, and each ticket is $500 a piece.
I bet it is $500 a piece for putting down mulch in a playground. Just interesting because isn't Tiff all about the kids? What she calls them? What does she call them? Youths? Tiffany, I thought you was all about the youths. Okay? It was all about the youths for you. YOOTS. Youths. Okay? It's all about the youths. Y'all ain't trying to help the youths. I'm all about the youths. That's what you said. Okay? Now they put down this mulch. Okay, this nice fresh mulch that they do every year for the children's folks. For the kids. Ain't nobody at this playground but some kids. Oh, and you gonna find these people for putting down this here mulch. I wonder why. I'm sure there's a good reason. Come on, you guys. Let's not judge. Well, y'all don't judge. I'm gonna judge, okay?
That is $2,000 worth of tickets
It is.
that I have here.
Dalton Park District President Cleo Jones says they were stunned last week when they received citations for doing work without a permit. 2 of those tickets were issued for spreading fresh mulch on playgrounds. The other 2 apparently for installing brand new playground equipment.
So every year we...
Oh, remember? I remember hearing Tiffany talk about the playgrounds. They should have new playgrounds. You seen them slides? I seen a picture of a slide all tore up. Turns out it might have been Tiffany that did that because clearly she didn't want a new slide. She got something against new ones. We need some new playgrounds. The kids need a place to play. Hey, don't be trying to put that stuff up without my, written consent and, of course, my back end piece, okay? Put a slide in my backyard for my child, for my own personal child that I have, right, Tiff? For your own personal child. That's what, that might be it. I don't know. I thought she was all about the youths. Turned out that was a lie, too. Interesting.
We replenish the mulch in the park to ensure that the safety of the kids are playing on a safe surface by playing on some healthy mulch.
Yeah.
And we do this every year.
Have they ever asked for a permit before?
Never.
Jones believes the Park District, a separate government entity, is being targeted by Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard because they've allowed the 4 Dalton trustees who oppose Henyard to use Park District property to hold community meetings after they were shut out of Village Hall.
Oh, that's what happened. Now that makes sense. That actually adds up. That makes sense. So Tiffany, wouldn't let them have their little meetings. So they went over to this place to have their meetings. And because those people allowed them to come in and do that, that is why she is doing this. If only she were better at being a douche, Passive aggressive is better. Well, at least it's harder for them to track it back to you when you're passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? This is like you telling on yourself. You might as well wrote a note. This is from me and I'm mad because you did this. Here. She's doing all of this to the youths. I can't believe she would do this to the youths like that. I thought she loved the youths. You know, youths is youths and it's the children. But Tiffany calls them youths, in case you didn't know. Y-O-O-D-S.
We do not play the politics here, you know, and don't put us in the middle of politics by issuing us these political citations.
But it's not just mulch. They say Henyard is holding up two major grants totaling $600,000 for park improvements. One from Blue Cross Blue Shield, the other from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, by refusing to issue the permits needed to proceed with the work.
We have gone to the village for permitting and they have been unresponsive.
Oh, well, see why. Okay, so this girl right here, Miss Stephanie Wiedemann, she used to give Tiffany the business at these here Thornton Township meetings. She would call her out, try to make her answer questions. And everybody know Tiffany don't like to do that. She ain't gonna do that. If she got to answer questions, she ain't gonna come, okay? But Miss Stephanie here used to call her out at the meeting. So this is probably a personal vendetta against her. She would punish the youths that she swore she loved so much. You know, it's all about the youths. You know, she would punish them to get back at this girl, Stephanie, for not getting in line. When Nino Brown said, get in this here line. Terrible, terrible.
I have a project manager that is working on that, and they just refuse to give us the permits.
Dalton Park District Director Tiffany Wiedemann says if they don't get those permits in the next few weeks, the $400,000 grant to rehab Blackstone Park will expire, and taxpayers will have to eat $150,000 in money that's already been spent for the park's design.
Wow. Well, actually, that kind of makes sense as well. Okay, so there's a grant that they have to get to fix the park. So they have a certain amount of time that they have to use that grant for that purpose. So if she don't grant the permits for them to go ahead and put down to do this park, the grant money just poof, it goes into thin air. It now doesn't exist anymore. Or so you think. Let me guess. If I had to guess, Tiffany's got other plans for that money. And she just done found a loophole because she is the queen of loophole. She's the queen of the loophole. Okay, she's done found a way, I would bet. Cash Money and the FBI will probably find this trail because she's not very good at her scammy job. You know, they'll figure out what she done with it, where it is, and how she shiestied her way to use it for what she wanted to use it for. Okay, all right. I know that this is a thing. They give them a grant that's specifically for a thing, and then the leaders will decide to use it for other things. Now, I learned this from that Fanny case. The girl, the district attorney or whatever, Fanny, who's in trouble because apparently inside of her little clique, that's what they was doing. They would get these grants for specific things, and they would decide to use them for whatever they want to. And then they fired the girl who was telling them, no, you can't use it for that. It's for this. It's only for this. You can only use it for this. It's going to be trouble. You can't. So they fired her. So I know that that's a thing that they do because I learned that from the Fanny situation. Okay. You ain't slick, Tiff. I want to know what you planning on doing with that money.
What resident wants to look outside of their house and see beat up stuff? If we can upgrade these things and you're preventing it with a permit, the residents are suffering. They don't get to look out their door and see nice things because you're stopping it.
And Wiedemann believes that she herself is also part of the reason the Park District is being targeted because she's been a frequent outspoken critic of the mayor's.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. But it's funny to me, just like she's now stopped. Like the thing that she's saying that the trustees are doing over there, we're trying to get all these things done. We want to make the place look nice and look better and look wonderful. And people don't want to have these old things. They want to have some nice stuff. I'm trying to boost everything up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my fix it up shit. You know what I'm saying? And look what she's doing over here. Ain't that something? The grant money's right there. This is the same shit she over there complaining about. And here she is doing the same thing to these people. Oh my God, she is the worst. Nobody is going to miss her. I'm sticking to my story. I just say nobody. I know she got parents and kids, whatever. Nobody.
We reached out to Henyard for a response to this story and have not yet heard back.
Oh, yeah. Hold your breath on that, sir. She ain't gonna say nothing, okay? She can't, because the feds is watching, and whatever she says, if it's honest, she going to jail, you know? Oh, but thanks for reporting the story, sir. We needed to hear it. We needed to know about the TIF and what the TIF is doing, because hilarious. That's why. Because hilarious, okay? Tiffany, you're horrible. I can't believe that you are doing this to the youths. You claim to love the youths. It was all about the youths 20 minutes ago. And now, she like, forget them youths. Y'all gonna put down a park. Y'all gonna put down some playground equipment and some new mulch. Here's some fines for that. How you gonna fine somebody for putting down? So they never had to have a permit to do this before. They do this every year, and they never had to have a permit to do that. Now all of a sudden they need a permit, and because they didn't get one, even though they never get one, she fined them after they've already put down the thing. And the thing is, a kid's playground. Bitch, I don't want to ever hear you talk about the youths ever again. You hear me? Y'all behave, because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. I just can't. It's too hard. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sir, for reporting this story. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's terrible and hilarious. Okay. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh. Peace.